Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Voxel Pro here, back with another Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater playthrough. In the last part, you know what? Let's just forget the intro. Let's just go. We're almost done with the game, so there's not really too much to update. I hope you guys been keeping up. If you haven't, well, that's alright. Because that means if you're watching this video, you can just go on my channel and see that was almost beautiful how I just did like all of them in a row like that. I know I didn't kill them, but you did see the blood spatter, and it was kind of awesome. Nobody's even chasing him. Yeah, but if you're on my channel, that means you can just go to the playlist, because I've been putting it up on the Metal Gear Solid 3 playlist, and you can catch all the parts. So, hooray for you. And you know, like I said, I don't care about killing people now. If I haven't said that in this video, which I know I haven't, then go back in my last video, my actual last video, and you'll see why I said that I don't care about not killing people anymore. In the game. I don't want somebody to be like, I don't want some like CIA governmental person monitoring like YouTube or whatever and saying, oh, you gonna kill people? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I'm gonna, the video game enemies, I don't care about wasting video game enemies. That's just because that's what you're supposed to do. Okay, that was a huge explosion and it was right by my face. So it's funny if you put these guys to sleep. It's kind of like the other people. Conceptually, it's just funny. And it's also better if you put it in the original Metal Gear Solid 2, or not 2, but view, like when you're not in first person view. That way you can keep track of where the enemies are coming from. I mean, I guess it's better. It just looks awesomer if you have it in the original view. But oh, she gives you ample warning before you're supposed to shoot the log. Okay, they were just dumb, because you clearly saw us go into that little thing. Okay, so they should be coming from the right. Like I said, now because it's the end of the game, I don't really care if I get caught, especially since the last time I attempted this, I got this far. I did get caught, so like I said, I'm a little bit rusty, because before the last playthrough of this, my last attempted playthrough of this, trying to put it on YouTube and everything like that, it wasn't working out all that great. Audio issues and everything like that, had overlapping sound from the game itself, from me watching it on my TV, the sound coming out on TV, and I see him. if you shoot them right, that they should hit each other.
What do you think of that? Not bad, huh?
So, there's a couple of things that you want to have in your arsenal.
Looks like they finally gave
If
up.
you're attempting
Start celebrating yet.
the
Making fuel.
the camouflage all stealth playthrough.
Tank shot up.
Easy gun. Easy gun. Keep that on all the time. In fact, I would say in order to have a good like stealth playthrough trying to get the stealth camouflage, I would play through it a couple of times so you can get the sorrow camo. And I forget exactly how you get that. I can't tell you exactly how. I can tell you how for the other ones. But
Eva!
I'm over here.
But yeah, I can't exactly remember how you get the sorrow camo. And the sorrow camo's helpful, if I haven't said this in a previous video already. It's helpful because it eliminates footstep noise. Like you can be running circles around them and they will not catch you unless you're visibly in front of them.
Snake.
Like you don't have to stalk, you don't have to crawl, you can run around in their general direction to where they hear you in this camo and they will not hear a sound.
Bone in your body.
Eva,
What about you, Snake?
I'm fine.
That's good to hear.
We have to get away from here, Eva. Let's go.
Leave me.
Eva!
The boss is waiting for you. You have to go. Give me a gun.
No, we're getting out of here.
If we're still far away from the lake, I'll never make it.
I can't believe this.
Uh-huh.
I never thought I'd see you act this weak.
What do you mean?
Listen to me, Eva. We're doing this together.
No, you...
Eva, I need you.
Say that one more time.
I need you. I can't fly the wake by myself.
That is kind of funny. I mean, you thought it was gonna be some big romantic moment, but no. It's like one of those commercials where the guy gets down on one knee. I believe it's a tax commercial. The guy gets down one knee. He talks to this one girl, and they seem to be about the same age. And he gets down on one knee, and then he's like, whatever her name is, let's just say for example it's Bethany. He's like, Bethany, I have an important question to ask you. He gets down on one knee, and then he says, and then he starts to tie his shoe, and then he's like, can you do my taxes? Oh man. So
Snake, can you hear me?
I think it was a TurboTax commercial. I'm not even lying.
Seriously hurt.
So have you.
Luckily, I think her organs are all intact, but
Calm down, Snake.
calm down.
You'll both be fine as long as you get the proper emergency treatment. But you're the only one who can do this. Understand? So you've got to calm down.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Now let's open up
You know
this
what
file
commercial I
for
really
true
like?
injury. Do you have
That
supplies with you?
that one State Farm commercial where the people,
Then by
all
switching
the
survival
State
wheel
Farm
over, you
agents
can
start to
treat your wounds
disappear.
too. Now get to
The
work.
funniest part of
Oh,
that
and
commercial,
Snake,
the funniest
I'm
part
pretty
of
sure
that
you know
commercial
this already.
is when they say,
You don't have enough supplies for the both of you.
is when they
You're
have the
going to
birthday
take
cake
first.
and the dude blows out the
Do you get my
candles
meaning, Snake?
and the girl looks
You
at him
still
like
got a
he
mission to
crazy
complete.
and he say, "What? We got a meeting at noon." He's like, "We don't have time for this."
Like this.
Oh man. Oh shoot. It was hilarious. Before I start to heal her, I'm gonna, there's some things that I wanna, I mean, yes, if it come to that, I don't really need the Patriot, the SVD, the RPG. I will need this, the stun, the smoke. I'll take the C3 or the TNT, the Claymore. Yeah, I'll keep that. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I think I'm good. Okay. So we gotta heal her. Cut. And it's...
Can you walk?
Yeah, I think so.
You know, it's raining. How is the mascara that she has on her face not
Here.
running down her face? I don't know.
It's different from the Mauser. When you're using a two-hand grip, you have to be careful where you put your hands or your fingers will get burned by the exhaust gas from the cylinder gap.
Now, like I said, I don't really care who I kill. I do need food, though. I think I need food. Yeah, dispose. That's gonna make me sick. I will need to heal myself because I'm not dealing with that today. I forget if it's ah, man. Just in case, you know. because I kind of forget how it worked. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to finish it up in this small playthrough. I mean, I could extend the time. I think it's gonna take longer than. Let's see. I'm at minute 15 right now. I think it's gonna take longer than 10 minutes to get to the boss. For me to get to the boss. That's just me. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop this smoke.
What's wrong? Intruder. You should be around here somewhere.
Let's see. I mean, oh crap, she got the hungries, so.
This tastes like crap.
Well, you know what? You don't have to eat if you don't want to. I'll take it all for myself. No, I'm kidding.
What'd you give me?
That sounds highly cruel of me, but it's true. Okay. And place a claymore here and here. Once we get through here, it's kind of smooth sailing. Because they won't be chasing us for long. I mean, we'll clearly know when they oh. When they catch up. I think this is the first. I think this is the first of two. I can't exactly remember if there's two of them or three of them. There's two of these types of sequences where there's either two or three of these types of sequences where they go up on a ledge and they go on to the next area. Okay, so if you're doing that stealth run through, you know, to get the kind of to get the
It's
technically don't need these fruits. But, no, I got a reticulated python. I don't... So, yeah. Yeah, I want to say there's 3 of them. Nope, there's 2. Feed her real quick because I need her to. She should be good after.
Can I have seconds?
I'm gonna just give her that one. Thank God for thermal goggles. So we got that guy right there. This guy over here. See, I almost didn't see that dude. But, so yeah, there's 2 of them then. Because I know that that's the last part to get to the boss. And I should have put on my stealth suit because it would have made the last battle more epic. But, you know, what can you do? Okay, definitely yeah, this this is gonna span one last part.
We made it.
This is definitely gonna span one last part.
Over there.
Yep. This is the only thing I can tell you guys is gonna span one last part.
Ready to take
And oh man.
I'll leave you 2 alone. But come back in one piece, okay?
But this part is gonna be extra long. We'll grant that. This will span probably 30+ minutes.
Life's end. Isn't it beautiful? It's almost tragic. When life ends, it gives off a final lingering aroma. Light is but a farewell gift from the darkness to those on their way to die. I've been waiting, Snake, for a long time. Waiting for your birth, your growth, and the finality of today.
Boss, why are you doing this?
Why? To make the world one again. The world used to be whole. But with the end of the Second World War, the philosophers began to fight amongst themselves, and the world was torn apart. The Cobras, my comrades who trained and fought alongside me, were torn apart as well. The foibles of politics and the march of time can turn friends into enemies just as easily as the wind changes. Ridiculous, isn't it? Yesterday's ally becomes today's opposition, and this Cold War. Think back. When I was leading the Cobras, America and Russia were fighting together. Now, consider whether America and Russia will still be enemies in the 21st century. Somehow I doubt it. Enemies change along with the times, the flow of the ages, and we soldiers are forced to play along. I didn't raise you and shape you into the man you are today just so we could face each other in battle. A soldier's skills aren't meant to be used to hurt friends. So then what is an enemy? Is there such a thing as an absolute timeless enemy? There is no such thing, and never has been. And the reason is that our enemies are human beings like us. They can only be our enemies in relative terms. The world must be made whole again. The philosophers must be reunited. I will devote my skills to that purpose. And with the Colonel's money, I will achieve that end. Just as I once created the Cobras. They are my family. I may no longer be able to bear children,
Okay.
but I still have.
I just caught a revelation of, you know, I get, okay.
It was
I
November
get,
1st, 1951.
well, like
was in the Nevada desert,
I understand where Zero and Big Boss are coming from. I get it.
The name
I get it.
Nevada is derived from Spanish, covered in snow, white as snow. And snow is exactly what I saw in that Nevada desert. It froze my blood white. Snake, you were an atomic test subject, weren't you? On Bikini Atoll. That's part of the reason I was drawn to you. You and I are alike. We're both slowly being eaten away by the karma of others. We'll never have the chance to die peacefully of old age. We have no tomorrow. But we can still have hope for the future. In 1960, I saw a vision of the ideal future from space. 3 years earlier, the Soviet Union had succeeded in launching Sputnik, the first man-made satellite in history, into orbit. This came as a huge shock to the United States. In response, America threw everything it had into its own manned spaceflight project, the Mercury program. Even as the Soviets seemed poised to send their first man into space, America was still experimenting with chimpanzees and rockets. The government wanted human data. So they secretly decided to send a human being into space. I was the one they chose. At the time, they didn't have the technology to block out cosmic rays, and whoever they sent up would inevitably be exposed to heavy radiation. That's why they chose me. After all, I'd already been irradiated once. Of course, you won't find any of this in the history books. I could see the planet as it appeared from space. That's when it finally hit me. Space exploration is nothing but another game in the power struggle between the US and the USSR. Politics, economics, the arms race, they're all just arenas for meaningless competition. I'm sure you can see that, but the Earth itself has no boundaries. No East, no West, no Cold War. And the irony of it is,
Yep.
the United States and the Soviet Union are spending billions on their space programs and the missile race, only to arrive at the same conclusion. In the 21st century, everyone will be able to see that we are all just inhabitants of a little celestial body called Earth. A world without communism or capitalism, that is the world I wanted to see. But reality continued to betray me. In 1961, I was sent to Cuba, to Bahia de Cochinos.
The Bay of
The
Pigs.
CIA-sponsored invasion under the guise of taking Cuban exiles back to their country. But the U.S. government betrayed them. Our weak-kneed president held back their air support. Defenseless, the exiles were annihilated by the Cuban army. All I could do was watch in silence. I was set up by the very country I'd sacrificed so much for, by the very government I dedicated my life to defending. I was driven from the surface world, and I went underground. Then, 2 years ago, I faced the Sorrow, my old comrade in battle. He was my friend. But one of us had to die. I was left with no choice. The Sorrow gave his life for me. There is no enmity between us. One must live, and one must die. That was the mission. The ones who gave me that mission were the philosophers. Early in the 20th century, the true holders of power in the United States, the Republic of China, and the newly formed Soviet Union gathered together in a secret meeting that would later be known as the Wise Men's Committee. The secret pact they formed there marked the beginning of the philosophers. But the last of the original members died in the 1930s. After that, the organization began to run out of control, and the Wise Men's Committee degenerated into a mere shell of its former self. The philosophers of today have no sense of good or evil. Their influence extends to countries and organizations involved in every aspect of every war. They have become war itself. That's how they operate. The sacrifices of war cause a shift in the times. This shift leads to renewed conflict, and in turn triggers the next war. Like a nuclear chain reaction, each conflict sparks countless others, forming an endless spiral that will continue on for eternity. Do you understand what I'm saying, Snake? By consuming me and you, the philosophers intend to keep that cycle going forever. It was my father who explained all of this to me. He was one of them. You see, I am the last remaining child of the philosophers. But after he revealed the truth, my father was killed by that same shapeless, formless organization. And my father isn't the only thing the philosophers have taken from me. In June of 1944, the Cobras and I took part in the landing at Normandy. We'd been given a top-secret mission to locate and destroy enemy V-2 rocket installations. I was pregnant at the time. The Sorrow was the father. I gave birth on the field of battle. A beautiful baby boy. But my child was snatched away from me by the philosophers.
Yeah, I'm gonna ruin this for you, but the child is none other than Ocelot.
This is proof that I was once a mother. I gave up my body and my child for my country. There is nothing left inside me now. Nothing at all. No hatred, not even regret. And yet sometimes at night, I can still feel the pain creeping up inside me, slithering through my body like a snake. I've never talked this much about myself before. Thanks. Thanks for listening to me. I feel content. Snake, commence the operation. I raised you. I loved you. I've given you weapons, taught you techniques, endowed you with knowledge. There is nothing more for me to give you. All that's left for you to take is my life, by your own hand. One must die, and one must live. No victory, no defeat. The survivor will carry on the fight. It is our destiny. The one who survives will inherit the title of boss. And the one who inherits the title of boss will face an existence of endless battle. I'll give you 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, Miggs will come and bomb the hell out of this place. If you can
Why is every fist fight comprised of some type of airstrike? I don't like it. Be like Chris Evans. I don't like it.
Soldier, finish your mission. Prove your loyalty. Face me.
All right. And that will be it for today, ladies and gentlemen. She was about to come and kill me. You didn't see that, but that's gonna be it for today, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long ride, and next video we'll finish it up. It's time to go to work. So beware. So look out for the follow up for the short discussion. It'll be in one of the vlogs. It will be actually it will be part of the Metal Gear Solid 3 playlist. It will be the wrap up, the Metal Gear Solid 3 wrap up. So yeah, actually no, it's gonna be part of a new playlist. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah. Follow me on Google+, Twitter. You know my handle. It's VoxelPro. It's same thing on both of those things. The same thing as it is on YouTube. Yeah, look at the other videos if you haven't looked at all the other ones. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else to say except for the fact that, it's been fun. It's been fun doing this Metal Gear Solid 3 playthrough. And, next time we'll talk about that in the next video. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.